Yo, what's up, guys? My name is Nicholas Earl, and welcome back to another episode of Earl Sports Bets. And today we get our first NBA slate of 2020. 2021, my bad. We get a 10-game NBA slate here. But we're going to quickly recap yesterday's slate. We went 4-3 on the day. Both of our big 2.5 unit bets hit. We got wins from the Suns plus 3.5, Pelicans a 2.5 unit bet, minus 5.5 hit, the Kings plus 5 hit, and the Pacers minus 8. We did get losses from the Wizards minus 6, who have looked awful this year so far. The Magic plus 3, which absolutely got obliterated by Philadelphia, and then the Knicks that just got blown out from the against the Raptors yesterday. So not the greatest there. But let's hop into this slate and let's get 2021 started with a nice winning NBA slate. First game, the Boston Celtics traveled to Detroit to take on the Pistons. Celtics coming off, I believe, a win against the Pacers. Pistons, I don't remember. I'm like drawing a blank here, but we're going to be looking to take the Pistons here plus 8.5. My model has this as a 6-point win for the Celtics, creating 2.5 points of value on that line for the Pistons, which is not that high. It was 3.5 at the starting line. It opened at 9.5. It's now moved to 8.5. So we've got money on the Detroit Pistons here, but we're going to be looking to take them here at plus 8.5. Next, we get another 7:05 game. Miami Heat taking on the Dallas Mavericks. It is a 1-point spread, minus 115, run back of minus 105. And we are going to be taking the Miami Heat here on the money line, minus 115. Kind of just paying the extra 5 cents to avoid a push on a 1-point game, because this could be a down to the wire. And I'd rather cash my bet than not and pay just the extra 5 cents. My model has the Heat winning by 5.6 points. So 5.6 points of value on that line right there at minus 115 is where we're going to be approaching this Miami versus Dallas game. Next, we get the Memphis Grizzlies taking on the Charlotte Hornets. Hornets coming off of a nice win the other day as 8-point dogs. The Grizzlies, I don't know what to think of them right now. Ja Morant's going to be out for, I think, a few weeks. So this is going to be a different Memphis Grizzlies team. They did not look good against Boston the other night. And I'm going to be taking the Hornets in this matchup, strictly because they have their players healthy right now. And Ja Morant is going to be a huge loss for this Memphis Grizzlies team. So give me the Hornets minus 4, and we're going to take that. My model has the Hornets winning by 7.4 points, creating 3.4 points of value on that line. Next, we have a rematch of a game that the other night was a fireworks game where the Nets won 145 to 141. And now looking at when teams play each other back to back, now there's a day in between these, but usually when teams play each other back to back, you don't want to lay points with the team that won the previous game, that being the Brooklyn Nets. My model agrees with that. My model has the Nets winning this game by 0.9 points. So I'm going to be taking the Hawks plus 6 here with the potential of the money line as well at plus 205. I can definitely see the Hawks winning this game. And at 6 points, I just think that's way too many for this game. I think the Hawks are going to keep in this. They're going to cover the spread, and I think they're going to win this game also. It's just, I saw it with the Miami Heat and the Milwaukee Bucks the other day where the Bucks won the first one by 40 points, and then Heat won the second game. The second game, the team that lost the first game, generally comes in more hungry and needing and more desperate to win that game. So give me the Atlanta Hawks, and I'm probably going to take a little stab at that plus 205 price tag for that money line. Next, we get the Washington Wizards taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's a 1-point spread, minus 105 for the Warriors, minus 115 for the Timberwolves. So kind of a toss-up here. Both these teams have looked absolutely horrible this year. And I've lost so much money betting this freaking Wizards team. And I'm going right back to them today. We're with the +1. My model has them winning by 5.4 points. So if you want to pay 5 less to save yourself from a push, I mean you'll push instead. No, we're just going to take the +1 here with the Wizards, and if they lose by 1, then we push. But I have my model has the Wizards winning by 5.4 points, so we have 6.4 points of value on this line, which is probably a 2-unit play, which is scary with this freaking Wizards team. But give me the Wizards here at the +1 price tag. Next, we get another rematch from a game 2 nights ago, where we get the Los Angeles Lakers in San Antonio to play Spurs. And the Spurs are a very underestimated team, I think. Also, this plays into the I don't want to lay points with the team that won the first game of a back-to-back, but there's still a day in between, but it's still a back-to-back. In my eyes, they play the same opponent twice in 2 to 3 days. They play an opponent back-to-back times. So we're going to be taking the San Antonio Spurs here plus 5.5 points. My model has this as a Laker win by 1.3 points. So we're going to have 4.2 points of value on this line for the Spurs. So we'll be taking San Antonio here plus 5.5 versus the Los Angeles Lakers. Next, we get the Chicago Bulls heading to Milwaukee to play the Bucks. And the Bulls team has actually looked pretty decent the last few games, playing close games, covering spreads, and back-to-back wins against the Wizards. And I think they're going to be a little bit they're gonna be gritty here. They're gonna be stingy, and they're gonna keep in this game with the Bucks. We're gonna be taking the plus 14.5. My model has it as the Bucks winning by 11.6 points, which creates 2.9 points of value on this line. So not the highest amount of value, but enough where we're going to look to take the Chicago Bulls here plus 14.5 versus the Milwaukee Bucks. Next, we get the Phoenix Suns. I'm reading San Antonio. So Phoenix Suns taking on the Denver Nuggets in Denver. 3.5 point spread, minus 165 for the Nuggets, plus 145 for the Suns. And the Nuggets have not looked great. And Michael Porter Jr. is going to be out this game. And we're going to be looking to take the Phoenix Suns plus 3.5 and on the money line here. The Phoenix Suns have looked very good. I can say the opposite with the Nuggets so far this year, other than Nikola Jokic playing really well. Suns won last night. I think they're like 4-1 or something like that. They look really good this year. Their only loss was to the Kings, but we're going to be taking the Suns here plus 3.5 and plus 145 on the money line tonight. Next, we have the Los Angeles Clippers taking on the Utah Jazz. 3-point spread, minus 163, run back of plus 143 for the Jazz. And this is another one where we're going to be taking the dog and the money line. My model has the Jazz winning by 3.5 points, creating 6.5 points of value on this line. So look for the Utah Jazz here to beat the Clippers tonight. I'm definitely going to have money on it, and this should be a good game. And give me the Utah Jazz plus 3 at that plus 100 price tag too, which is awesome. And the plus 143. And finally, we're ending the night here at 10:35 game between the Portland Trailblazers and the Golden State Warriors. 3.5 point spread, minus 155 for the Blazers, plus 135 for the Warriors. And we're going to be taking the Warriors here in this. My model has a 1-point win for the Blazers, so the plus 3.5 for the Warriors creates a 2.5 points of value on this line. So we'll be looking to take Golden State plus 3.5 tonight versus the Portland Trailblazers. Let's quickly go over our picks for the night. And actually, we lost a little value on Detroit there. It's moved down to 8 now. But we're going to be taking Detroit plus 8. And that's probably the lowest point I'll bet them at. Then we're going to have the Heat at minus 115. The Hornets at minus 4. The Hawks at plus 6 and the plus 205 money line potentially. The Wizards at plus 1. the Spurs at plus 5.5, the Bulls at plus 14.5, Suns plus 3.5, and the money line. Utah plus 3 and the money line, and the Warriors plus 3.5. That is going to just about do it for this video. If this information was helpful to you guys at all, feel free to hit that thumbs up button and be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified every single time we come out with a video here at Earl Sports Bets. We create daily content on a wide range of sports from the NFL, college basketball, college football, UFC, esports, NBA, WNBA, NHL, MLB. So we have tons of content that we're coming out with every single day. So be sure you're notified every single time we come out with a video here at Earl Sports Bets. But that's going to just about do it for this video. I want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure you're subscribed, and let's cash some tickets tonight, and let's start off 2021 NBA season off really well with a really good night. I want to thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.